What's going on? You locked in with the Innovators YouTube. You already know I got the best interviews right here, man. I got Las Vegas in the building, man. I got Yowda in the studio. What's popping?
What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Man, I'm good. I'm great.
First, I want to say it's a pleasure and a blessing to have you here. I appreciate you coming through today for sure.
Man, for sure. I appreciate you having me, man.
Just to get into it, how's everything going for you today? You having a good day today?
Yeah, everything's straight. Everything's straight.
Tell me, like, how did you grow up? Was your parents around? Like, what was that like?
You know, mom's was around doing most of the work. You know what I'm saying? Pop's gone, locked up. You know, that type of situation.
Yeah.
Pop's got life, so.
Damn.
Yeah.
How did that affect you? You feel like?
I never really had a chance to know him.
Damn.
At all. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
You never talk. You still don't talk to him. Nothing.
Nah, I ain't had no real conversations with him or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is that something that you feel like affected you in your childhood?
Yeah, definitely. Because I see with my son right now, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of decisions I wouldn't have made if I had a positive male influence instead of like the big homies from the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was teaching me some shit I had no business doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get that for sure. How's fatherhood been for you?
Great, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck my little nigga. Yeah.
What do you think fatherhood has changed in you the most, like from fatherhood?
It's let me wake up and you know, it separates a real nigga from a real man. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing it's done to me in my life. It's like, okay, a real nigga is whatever. A real man is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to raise, a real man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my son to be no real nigga.
Yeah.
Even though he think he a real nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think the line has gotten too blurred between what people associate with being a real man and a real nigga? You feel like people separate it, right? Or if it's too close?
Cause sometimes, you know, what we consider to be real, like I said, like big homies, they was some real niggas. Like they kept it solid to a street code.
Yeah.
But are you keeping it solid to like just the man code in general? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't put the streets over your family.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when niggas is in the streets, that's what they do. And they consider that being a real nigga because they stuck to this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like sometimes they might be a female that stayed down with the nigga the whole time. Like she a real nigga, but you get out and you fuck her over, but niggas still, you know, that ain't really sticking to the, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
No, that I get you. What was it like growing up in Vegas?
Man, you know, I did growing up in Reno and Vegas. So
really?
Yeah. So it was just like, man, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? It's a fast-paced city, you know what I'm saying? A lot of pimping, hoeing going on, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a real hustle city, so you know, it got me through life. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I love it. I wouldn't want to be from nowhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Now it's funny because like when you go to Vegas or you go to like Nevada. Like I feel like a lot of people I run into they move there. You feel me? Like I don't ever be meeting niggas that like was like been there their whole life.
I'm a Nevada boy, man. Straight up. I just been, you know, with the music game and stuff like that, I always end up with a lot of fools from Cali, like Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first got introduced to the music game, well, when I first started in the music game, and then you know, being out here in LA, you know, when I travel to places like Midwest down south for a long time, fools was like, "You from LA?" Or
damn.
Niggas thought I was from Oakland too at the time. You from Oakland? You from Philly? You know what I'm saying? And then when I signed to Ross, everybody thought I was from Miami. You know what I'm saying? So nobody, and it's like, and then when you say Vegas, they say Vegas.
Like,
you know everybody like, they got people from Vegas? And I'm like, yeah, man, we got hoods, north side, west side, east side. Some Martin Luther King over there.
Yeah.
But nobody know because, you know, they focus on the strip and, like, you know, whatever else is going on.
See, I wouldn't even know that, like, Vegas got gangbanging and shit too.
All that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all that.
Cause you're right though. When niggas go to Vegas, they don't be
they
like,
you know what I'm saying.
They go to the strip. You might have an Airbnb 10 minutes away, but like,
I be telling fools when I tell them they got Martin Luther King. You know, every city Martin Luther King's where the black folks at, right? So they be like, for real? I'd be like, yeah. Then, you know, when they end up going over there, seeing some of this shit, they're like, ain't no reason for me to go over there. You know what I'm saying?
Like what? They got Blood and Crips out there?
They got Bloods, Crips, and they got Gersons.
What's that?
Gersons were green. It was a project a long time ago, you know what I'm saying, that they had. And they're probably the deepest out there, for real.
For real?
Yeah, and so they got that. and then North Side, East Side, West Side, and you know they got sections for each one.
That's
you
crazy.
Know what I'm saying? Each one, everybody got their own section.
That's crazy. Do you gangbang or anything? Or
yeah, I'm a blood.
Okay, for sure. And can you talk about like the put on process? Like, what was that like?
Man, just the same as everywhere.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's the same as everywhere. It ain't really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what that is. So, but then like I said, when I come out here, I tap in with a lot of people too. So you know, it's already kind of everywhere I go, it'll be the same people I fuck with.
Did the Bloods in Vegas? Did they come from LA? Like how did
I think everything came from LA.
Okay, I got it.
You know, all gangs came from LA.
Because it's hella close. I'm thinking niggas just.
But it is. But you know, like. The thing about, like, when you go out of state, like to the Midwest or something like that, every hood is from out here.
Yeah. Like,
you know, you go to, they're Rolling 60s over there. They got, you know, Bounty Hunters over here. But, you know, they originated in L.A. So, you know what I'm saying? So, when I meet fools from out of town, they be like, you from? I be like, nah, we got, you know, I'm from the West Coast. We got our own neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? We got our own sections and stuff like that. So, we don't claim the L.A. shit like everybody else do out of town.
That's tight. I ain't really. I ain't really like never. I ain't ever been to like the hood in Vegas ever. Like,
no, I feel you, but you know, on some real shit, like, why would you want to?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, on some real shit, sometimes when I go somewhere, niggas, let me take you to the hood. I be like, bro, for what? My nigga, like, that ain't something I ain't seen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that's how I feel.
Especially like early in my career, you know, I used to travel to different cities, and you know, I thought it was. You know, I take all my jewelry, I tap in with a real nigga out there and go to the hood with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got all my jewelry on over here. You know, popping that shit and all that shit. But now at this point, man, it's just like, for what? I ain't trying to see none of that, man. Like, I'd been there and done it. I'm doing all this work to try to get up out of there.
Yeah,
so
real shit.
I don't want to go to a hood where I'm living. I don't want to go out of town. Definitely get caught up in another nigga bullshit. You feel me?
You said something I want to ask you about. You said when you go to different cities, like you'll tap in with some real nigga. Do you believe like you got to check in when you go into different cities? Like, is that a thing?
Check in because I ain't never really checked in, but you know, I used to bounce around a lot just on some hustle shit. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying, like, and people who I was dealing with, you know, was kind of like spread out. So I got a connection. I like called a big homie, like, hey man, who we got in this city? And he'll tell me, then I go fuck with him. And then, you know, I ain't gonna lie, at some points in times I'll be walking around with like $250,000 in jewelry on. Yeah. So I do want to be with a nigga that's from around there that, you know, we need Usalon right here. You know what I'm saying? We need Quete, everything, man. You know, I need, you know. Yeah. So it do be like that. So sometimes you do, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it depends on how you present yourself. Like, you walk around with hella jewelry on and all that shit. And if a nigga see you and he ain't no familiar niggas with you, it's like, yeah, they gonna get you. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? It's smart too, but I feel like there's a difference between checking in and tapping in. Yeah. Cause niggas that check in, it's like when you check into a hotel, you gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Yeah. Like that's why they call checking in. Like, you checking in, like it's just like a hotel. When you check in, you gotta pay to be there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what niggas is doing. But so I ain't never really. I've been blessed enough not to have to break bread, man. You know, people fuck with me and be able to move around how I want. You know what I mean? Nah,
I respect that for sure. It's kind of crazy, you know, to think that like some rappers might have to drop some bread just to be cool in that area.
It ain't crazy because a lot of them need to, bro. A lot of niggas don't be about what they say about, and then they portraying the image of, like, say how I said niggas be out of town claiming different hoods from L.A. You know, they out of town, they claiming a hood they ain't never seen before. When they come out here, them niggas like, you out here yelling you know, I grew up here, nigga. Yeah. What's happening?
Yeah, what's popping?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, out of town, them niggas call LA the motherland. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, sometimes, you know, and then a lot of them don't, but then at the same time, it's just like, that still separates the strong from the weak. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be a problem if a nigga asked me for $1 every time. Like, come on, my nigga. Yeah. No, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? It'd be some issues, you know what I'm saying? Every single time. It wouldn't happen once and then not happen. No, it just wouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think they know who to
try that shit with.
Yeah, they know who to press and who not to press.
As far as the Vegas music scene, like, would you say you the biggest rapper to ever come out of Vegas?
No.
Who's the biggest?
The tightest? Yeah.
Yeah. Who would you say the biggest rapper out of Vegas?
Right now, we got an artist named Dizzy Wright out there. Okay. And like, he more of a backpack, you know, type of stuff, you know, Wiz Khalifa weed type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, so he He popping, man. He got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of positive stuff. He making money doing what he loves, man, and he's going on tours and stuff like that. So,
do you feel like people on the West Coast are asleep on Vegas? Like,
not no more. Not since I've been fucking around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, you seen the catalog. Like, I got songs with damn near everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, you know, everybody, even from down south. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of rappers and stuff like that. So, you know, once niggas meet me and see how we rocking, it's kind of like an eye opener. You know what I'm saying? And then I got a couple other homies and fools that's been bouncing around, traveling, doing their thing. So
yeah,
people seeing what's going on.
Was it important for you to like kind of get out there and be like, yeah, let me show really the world like it's some solid niggas coming out of Vegas?
It was important. See, when I started stepping out of my comfort zone, it was just about marketing myself. I wasn't thinking, let me show these niggas this real nigga out here, you know what I'm saying, walking around like that. I'm just like, no, let's get out here and push this music. So I was hitting every DJ convention, every like South by South festival, everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Flash drives, hollering at DJs, you know what I'm saying, doing the whole nine. But then, like I said, they were seeing how we was rocking, and most of the time I was tapping in with a nigga that was from around there that was kind of respected. Yeah. So they be like, you know him? First thing they know, that's my nigga. Oh, we got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how it happened with me. So I was blessed in that situation.
How important you feel it was for you to get out there and the networking? You feel
Very.
me? A lot of rappers, sometimes they don't do that shit.
They don't. And I think with the internet right now, niggas got lazy. You feel me?
For sure.
So you got to understand, I started rapping right when the CD era was leaving and right when the internet was really popping. I got caught in like the middle of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to really get out there. The internet right now is crazy. So niggas feel like they don't have to, but I mean...
Niggas just want to go viral nowadays.
Yeah, niggas can sit in his house. Niggas sit in his house and do whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be...
Yeah.
You know, millions and millions of views, and they ain't left their house, man.
Like it's crazy how like the new music shit allows you to kind of do so much with hella little. You feel me? OG niggas was really handing out CDs.
I did that. I printed up 20,000 CDs and passed them all out for free.
For real?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I used to pass them out all the time, and you know, I was in a Rolls Royce, so when I pull up on a nigga, hand him a CD, he listen to it.
Yeah.
And niggas always like, man, I ain't buying, man, it's free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So niggas, a lot of times niggas see me in the car, I ain't gonna lie, that help, because, you know, you see a nigga, like, damn, nigga, here, man, you want this? This is me. See what you talking about, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So niggas will put it in, so that was my whole game plan, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But yeah, I passed out 20,000 for free.
Nah, I respect that for sure. Shit, that's hella good marketing for sure.
Yeah,
ain't nobody gonna turn that down.
Nah. And then, you know, I was like, man, if my whole slogan was, man, if I give you this, put it in. If you don't like it, I'll buy it back from you.
Wow.
That's what I was telling niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'll buy it back from you. Yeah, for how much? You name the price, nigga. And, you know, a nigga put it in and be like, sometimes a nigga be a smart ass, like, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Be like, no, I fuck with it. It's cool. Because, you know, they play the first song.
Can you talk about your relationship with Slim 400? Rest in peace, Slim 4.
That's my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dog. Slim made it a point every time I came to LA to come bump into me, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what I had going on, what his situation was. If he had to pull up on me at 4 in the morning after he got done with whatever he was doing, he made it a point since we met. Because, you know, I met him early in my career because I had a song with YG. So that's how I met him. You know what I'm saying? Me and YG got a couple of joints from you know, a couple of years ago. So Slim like made it a point to really like come fuck with me. You know, I got an album with him too. I don't know if you've seen it. Yeah. And we got hella joints, videos, all kind of stuff, man.
No, I was seeing that, and yeah, I interviewed Slim. One thing I always appreciated about Slim, I'll never forget, is the first day we were supposed to do an interview. Something happened with his kid or something. He couldn't make it. He called me. I had been dealing with his manager the whole time. He called me on the phone like, bro, I can't make it. I got you. I'm still going to do it. But, like, I just want you to hear it from me.
Yeah.
And that's something, you feel me, that I deal with it. I mean, shit always be happening. Most of the time, a rapper would never, if I ain't already been dealing with him, he not calling me. You feel me?
Yeah. Slim was a real dude, man. Slim was definitely a real dude. It's definitely my partner for sure, man.
Yeah. Nah, rest in peace for sure. I had seen y'all was rocking. I wanted to.
Tough.
Yeah. I had seen you was talking about how you have gotten rappers their chains back.
Oh, yeah.
What is it like to get a rapper their chain back?
For me or for them?
For them.
I mean, it's probably embarrassing and shit like that, but I ain't gonna lie. there's a couple situations I had, niggas don't keep it all the way funky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, after they get their shit back, it's just like, you know.
They don't want to admit that you got
not
that
even
shit
that,
back
it's
or
just,
what?
It's just like niggas don't do, like, it's a couple favors that I should have got, or a couple verses I should have got. It's one verse I definitely should have got, but I didn't. But, you know, it's all good.
That's crazy.
I mean, karma's karma. I get good karma. I ain't worried about
karma is real for sure.
Yeah.
What is it like for you? Like, how do you get a nigga chain back?
Man, you know, in the city, it's kind of, niggas fuck with me, bro. Then, you know, it's the niggas want a few dollars. I'm like, hey, man, the homie said, you know what I'm saying? He want a few dollars for that. But, I mean, you know, most people, I get along with damn near everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not nobody from the section or something that I don't fuck with me. So it's kind of like, you know, just call somebody call that person. Yeah. They bump into me.
Yeah. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
What was your first car? I know you got the Rolls Royce. What was the first car you had?
Shit, the very first car?
Yeah.
Right, box Chevy. In life?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Off top of box.
Yeah.
You know, like 4x9s in the window, 212s in the back.
Oh shit.
Gorilla. You feel me? Yeah, probably a box Chevy. I didn't really start getting into the foreign shit till like I was a little older, because I was riding rentals for like 3 years straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just getting rental cars and just riding, because I was heavy, you know what I'm saying, in motion.
Yeah.
And then I started, you can call my homie Natter, man. This nigga's Mr. Stuntastic. So he like, man, you got to spend your money on something else.
Yeah.
He's like, y'all know what you spending your money on, man. Yeah. You know, this nigga got me spending He got me spending money on all kind of crazy shit, you know? So, yeah, for a while, it was just all buggers. My favorite car was a Dodge pickup truck.
For real?
Yeah, that was my baby. It was my baby to the point, when I got rid of it, it was like I lost a friend.
Damn.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But I had the motherfucker for so long, and then I was really like, back then, I was really moving around in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. So it was like it was my business partner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had made so much money in that truck, man. It was kind of like,
love the truck.
Yeah, I was like, man,
that
niggas be like, man, this whoop whoop costs $100,000. I was like, man, we done triple that. Like, fuck that, man. Me and this nigga right here. You know what I'm saying? I love that truck, man.
Yeah. Nah, I rock with that. It's tight, your first whip. Because I know you had the Rolls. I was like, I wonder what he had first. Like,
I was, listen, man.
That's Reno.
Yeah, box Chevy. I think I had a box Chevy, then a Mustang.
Yeah.
Then, then I had another box. Then I had a Chevelle. It was all old schools at first, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
You super into cars?
Yeah, I like cars. Yeah, I like cars a lot. Yeah.
Can you say what's the most money you spent in a day?
It depends on what we talking about. What we talking about on just anything?
Oh, anything.
See, that's tricky though, because then, you know, back when the nigga was trapping, I might have went to the plug with a whole bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. I feel you So it was like, you know, back when I was doing all that, man, we was really rocking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can you talk about how prison affected you and like
man, it saved my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Because the way I was headed before I went to the joint was all bad. Like, for real, all bad. Like, when I look at it now, I be looking at it like, man, what the fuck was I doing? Like, I was on some bullshit. I ain't give a fuck about nothing. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think when I got picked up in the same parking lot as a club I had shot up the week before.
Wow.
Like, I ain't had no reason to be over there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just on some bullshit. So it was kind of like I was on that type of path. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever. Money was cool, but I was on some bullshit. So yeah, it saved my life.
How long were you there for?
I did 5 and then like 3 in another situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you say why you went?
Yeah, I went to distribution of weapons and then drugs. I had a drug charge and distribution of weapons. Yeah. Yeah, they had us, the distribution of weapons charge was a Fed charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you feel like as far as like the music, were you popping at that time? Or like?
I wasn't even fucking with it.
Okay.
I wasn't fucking with rap or nothing like that.
Okay.
I had doing a couple of niggas and I was just freestyling. And then when I got out, I was in the joint, and you know, when I did the 5 years in the feds, you know, I was rapping and shit like that. You know, I was the tightest nigga on the yard. You know what I'm saying? So when I got out, me and my cousin, we was like, man, let's make it happen. You know, we started rocking, but you know, we was rocking other shit too. So it was like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah.
You know, I recorded a bunch, I did a bunch, and then kind of fell off the whole music thing because, like I said, we was getting money. Yeah. And then at that time, I was getting so much money, it was like, nigga, like, I got the same shit these niggas got.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Without
like,
all the
yeah, I got the same shit these niggas got. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is back then, I wanted to stun on the rappers. I did, bro. Yeah. Like, square ass niggas. These niggas ain't in the street. Yeah. Skirt, pulling up. You know, when I met Ross, I was in the Phantom.
For real?
Yeah, bro. Swear to God, bro. He on the interview talking about this. Like, yeah. When I met him, he said, man, him and his homies pulled up 5 Rolls Royces deep. You know what I'm saying? He breaking it down on the interview. So, yeah, when I met him, I was in something chunky. So, you know, at the time, I was like, you know, these niggas coming down here wanting to use our shit. Yeah. In videos. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and I'd have been with some of these rappers back home. Like, them niggas ain't getting no money like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, what for? Yeah. And I ended up losing a bet, so that's why I started rapping.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn.
My homeboy was like, he was finna buy a Lambo, and I didn't believe him. Man, you ain't finna buy no Lambo. Yeah. He was like, what you want to bet? So we bet. His bet was, because I had a song that he liked a lot, so the nigga was trying to get me to do some shit. You feel me? And I was like, whatever. So when he said he's going to buy a Lambo, I was like, let's bet. So his bet was if he bought a Lambo, I'd be serious and do one mixtape. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Nigga pulled up on me a couple months later. Like, you got studio time, nigga. I was like, damn. So I did that, and then my first mixtape I did landed in the hands of Ross.
That's crazy. Yeah. And when you linked up with Ross, that was in Vegas?
Well, he heard the music before I got there. Then I met him afterwards after he had already heard the music and all that shit. Yeah. Are you still signed to MMG right now? Yeah, I still fuck. That ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah, that ain't going nowhere.
That's tight.
Me and that nigga fuck with each other on a different level. So, you know, we friends first before the business. You know what I mean?
Which is important for sure.
Yeah. No doubt.
And like, is there any like what have you seen like with him? Like, he's still going hella strong with this shit.
Well, one thing, man, Fat Boy is a hustler. Like, for real, like, he gonna get his money regardless, like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's just like, I don't know, her motherfucker be like, he old, he start rapping. I'm like, bro, how old do you gotta be to stop getting money? Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, look at the Rockefellers, these old niggas be 100 years old still, you got his business and, you know what I'm saying, hands on with it. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? As long as you getting some money from something, bro, keep doing it. So that's what he doing, you know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, I respect that. That's hella tight for sure. You been getting into acting. I see you just dropped a new movie. You in a new movie called Paper Heart. Yeah. You want to talk about the movie?
Yeah,
check that a little bit.
Yeah, man. It's I'm playing a part in a movie called Paper Heart. Is I'm a character called Murder. Yeah. And he's just a wild nigga. You know what I'm saying? I think the scene opened up. He shoot up the club. You know what I'm saying? So, toxic. He real toxic with the hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, super toxic. He got his bitch that he fuck with, then another bitch that called that bitch after he spent the night. Then he whooping on the bitch because she fucking with somebody. He don't know it's his brother, but he fucking on her sister. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm a hater in the movie, you know. It's crazy. It ain't nothing like me. Yeah. It ain't nothing like me. You know, I ain't never been arrested for nothing domestic. You feel me?
Straight
so,
up.
You know, but yeah.
How did you get into acting?
I did Empire before.
I saw that.
And then I did this show called Proven Innocent. I also did some shit with Tyler Perry, but I had a mask on. And I had road manager Makisha, she got a hold of them somehow, and they got a hold of them, so they put me in a movie with like a little part. Yeah. And he fucked with it. So in the next movie, he put me in a part that was a little bit bigger. Yeah. And they was fucking with it, you know what I'm saying? So they was like, man, we giving you a part. Yeah. So then after that, I got a major part. And I just got called for one right now called Get Paid. So.
Did you ever imagine this for yourself? Or?
Acting?
Yeah.
Man, fuck nah. Man, keep it real, bro. I wouldn't even imagine the rapping shit for real.
I know the rapping shit happened off the bat. I'm like, how the fuck you get into acting?
Yeah, I did a play in elementary school.
For real?
That's it, bro. I wasn't thinking about this shit.
That's hella funny.
Yeah.
Man, I think it's tight though that that you got into that, because I think acting is super dope for sure.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna front, bro. It's a little. I see why niggas get into that and stop rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bag is nice.
Man, what? The bag is nice. They treat you a little better, man. Listen, I had my own trailer, feet up. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
Like,
that's hard.
All kind of shit, man. You know, this rapping shit. Look, in between scenes, if I had to wait 2 or 3 hours, I just go sit in my trailer. This rapping shit, man. I had a video shoot 3 nights ago. We was standing outside in the cold hell long. I was like, man, if I was on movie set, they'd been taking care of me, man.
Chilling inside. Can you talk about you just dropped a new album, OG Status? What was the mindset for that project?
I was just recording, bro, and then like that whole album got kind of a vibe to it, and I got too much music because I'm dropping another one February 18th. Then I'm gonna drop one on March 1st with my homeboy. I just got too much music, bro. Like I record every day. I got over 1,000 songs recorded.
For real.
Yeah. So that's why I drop shit a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, then I just dropped a project after that with Celly Ru too. I forgot about that.
You and Celly Ru got a project?
Me and Mozzy got a project, and me and Celly Ru got a project. The one me and Mozzy is called Hell Made. The one with Celly Ru is called Hell Made too.
Oh, okay. Wait, the Celly Ru one came out already, or it's about to
come
out?
Yeah, it's out. Okay, it's out right now.
Shout out Celly Ru, that's my guy.
Yeah,
how did you get connected with all them?
Man, I met Mozzy at a video shoot, my video shoot when all the niggas was cool.
Yeah.
And then we just vibed, you know, I fucked with him. And then anytime niggas come to Vegas, you know, they call me, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where you at?
Yeah.
I'm at the studio. Then niggas call me when they come out there like, man, we need weed, we need drink.
Yeah.
You know, my thing is like, man, come get it from the studio.
Yeah.
Then when they get there, you know, I got some shit playing. You know what I'm saying? This is hard, man. It's open. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got all my shit, bro. That's how I got all my shit, bro. I ain't paying for no verses or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They come to the studio, we vibing, and then, you know, I get it like that.
Nah, I rock with that for sure.
Yeah, even with Peasy, Eastside Peasy, see I got that tape with him too. Yeah.
Nah, I'm going through your catalog. Like you got a lot of shit. This Fresh Out the Pot project, like
that was like my very first shit. That was before Ross or the Better anything, I believe.
For real.
That's some old shit. That's like oh.
But to listen to that and to see like your growth, like
oh yeah, hell yeah,
it's crazy.
You know the homies tell me all the time I used to suck.
For real.
Yeah, they be like, man, you used to suck. I be like, man, you crazy. Then I listen to this shit, I be like, damn.
At least they keep it real with you, though. You
yeah, my niggas keep it all the way real.
You feel me? Because a lot of times I feel like with the rap shit, it's very, very rare that a nigga would tell you some shit like that.
Listen, I was arguing with 2 of my homies just about 3 days ago about a song I'm finna drop as a single. I just shot the video to it and everything. Yeah. These niggas telling me it sucked, but everybody else done told me it was cool. I'm arguing with these niggas on the phone for about 30, 40 minutes. Like, man, you crazy. Nigga, be out of that shit sucked. Like, hey, don't you drop that shit. We ain't gonna be with you no more.
Damn.
Like, all that shit.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The music, like, what do you think has changed in with the music over the years? Like, you dropped hella projects. Like,
I'm gonna say my growth as an artist. Before it was just like strictly basics. Bitches, dope, money. Bitches, dope, money. I've gotten a little more versatile with like my rock. You know, I got some shit for the females.
Yeah.
I've opened up and talked about myself a little more, even though people don't know it. But you know, sometimes in certain songs, a lot of stuff I be saying is like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've gotten more into the entertainment mode other than keeping it real.
Yeah.
Because keeping it real is, you know, I just got done fighting a federal weed case.
Yeah.
And keeping it real on records is what got me in trouble.
Because they taking your lyrics.
Well, that was the DA. The case was out of St. Louis. You know, they charged me with 1,000 to 3,000 kilos of marijuana.
Yeah.
And my lawyer was told the DA, he's like, man, you know, my client wasn't out there. He ain't do nothing. The DA was like, yeah, but he raps about everything he does. And then my lawyer was like, he raps about what everybody else raps about. He said, yeah, but the difference with him, he's really been doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know that's just from my past history and shit niggas got going on and shit like that. Because, you know, I at one point in time, I was rocking heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, super. And the case had 16 people on it. So it was like a 2013 to 2019 investigation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how they added up all that weed. You know, I ain't had all that weed at one time. You know what I'm saying? So when they did that, they thought we was selling cocaine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because niggas was, you know, that's when Rolls Royces, you know, we had all that shit, you know.
They don't associate that with weed.
Nah, we was just rocking heavy, you feel me? So after when they found out it was weed, they didn't already did too much investigation. So they said, we got to charge these dudes. Yeah. So, because the case was out of California, Nevada, Tennessee, Ohio, and Missouri.
Damn.
And South Carolina. Damn. So those are all the states they say we was distributing weed to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now, the case started out of Missouri because I guess I don't know. I ain't know none of them fools. You know what I'm saying? Like, some dude out there got caught up with like some soft and some fentanyl. So they linked him with my partners, but we was only selling weed. Well, they was only selling weed. Yeah. And then after that, you know, that's when the investigation came and everything. So when they found out it was just weed, all those other districts, because, you know, it's the feds, it's districts, all those districts didn't want to pick up the charge, but Missouri. Wow. So they was like, because it was marijuana. You know what I'm saying?
Because what is weed not legal, or is it about to be?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's probably the last weed case they'll ever have. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it was just the amount. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was the fucked up thing, because the main nigga on the case was my homeboy. He ended up getting some time, but his charge was like 10,000 kilograms. Yeah, yeah. So, you know, that's 20,000 pounds. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of weed. Yeah. And, you know, he had a lot of money, a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot. This nigga had Lambos, Aston Martins, all kind of shit. Just you know what I'm saying? And they couldn't understand it. That's why they thought it was cocaine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know who I was talking to the other day, but we was talking about how like the difference with a nigga who was selling weed, like he might still could like look like he got a regular life going, but when it's like cocaine and all that shit, you like really looking like that nigga.
Yeah. But see, that's the problem, man. Niggas don't know how to dumb that shit down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas really don't. My partner I was just telling you about, man, that nigga used to ride around in a little Toyota Corolla, but he pulled that in the garage and was time to come out. He pulled the other shit out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's how he was. But yeah, motherfuckers don't know how to dumb that shit down.
How would you say like you got into like the street life? Like how did that happen?
It just was what happened, man. My brother was older. He was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's just the environment I grew up around. It was bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was intrigued by the shit, so it was like, what y'all doing? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just money. Man, niggas got bitches too. Yeah. Look at them cars. Yeah. Man, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Like, he never tell you like, nah, nigga.
Nah, my brother used to keep it real with you, bro. Like, you know, my brother, this is a crazy story. Like, you know, my brother used to send me out of state with shit in the backpack when I was, you know, like 10, 11 years old on a Greyhound. So I'd get to like, you know, certain cities and they'd swap the bag with me. I'd take the bag and go back home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They giving me money to, you know, do whatever, play games, my video game handheld thing. I'm on the bus. I really didn't know what was going on until now, you know, it's like, this nigga heavy taking work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's crazy. He just
he got life right now, too.
For real?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's hella crazy. Damn. That's hella crazy.
So that's the type of shit my big bro was on, because he was like 7 years older than me.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. I got you. That's crazy. So your brother and your pops is both doing life right now. Yeah. That's hella crazy. Damn. Nah, that's crazy for sure. Is there a point for you where you feel like you gotta separate? Like, how do you go from like the streets to the music and make kind of separating the two? You feel me? Like, at some point you gotta. I feel like with anything you gotta kind of cut one of them out.
Yeah, you do. But I mean, it comes to business and growth. Like, I was just talking to somebody earlier, because like when I first started traveling around, like we was like 20 deep. Everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere I went to. Like, the first show I had was in Stockton.
For real?
And we got into a big-ass brawl with these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
With Stockton niggas?
Yeah, with Stockton niggas. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we just came too deep. Like, now when I travel, it's like me, my DJ, my homeboy, and, you know, nigga with my homeboy, he's a director. He direct movie videos, so he come with me, too, to get footage. It's just us. No problems. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When I used to take hella niggas with me, you know, it's hard to contain 20 niggas, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if it's like 4 or 5 of us and we all on the same mission, you know, we ain't gonna get into no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I didn't have homies like that fight I was just telling you about in Stockton. When we break it up, my one homie was drunk. He talking about, man, nigga, y'all don't understand. I just came here strictly to beat a nigga ass. And I'm like, well,
like
what?
Why? Yeah, what are you talking about?
Like, I ain't like, it's bitches in there,
like,
my
you
nigga.
never coming back.
He did. No, I didn't fuck with him.
I was like, I can't.
Still my nigga to this day, you know what I'm saying? But some niggas, that's all they about is like, so they got a place for them, you know what I'm saying, other situations.
Yeah. Nah, that makes sense. Can you talk about like how you connected with Keak da Sneak?
Man, Big Dont, Romper Room Thiz. I was in Lompoc, USP with him. And I used to rap a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the time. Niggas had me coming on the yard rapping, you know what I'm saying? All that. So, when I got out, he said he was going to hook me up with some fools. He hooked me up with Keak. And that was the first song I ever recorded and was put on the album with ever.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of... You spend like a lot of time like up in the you collab with like a lot of people that made like Filthy. Who else you done work with from the Bay?
Shit, Filthy, damn. Nigga, I got so many Lil Blood, like you know what I'm saying. That's my nigga right
shout
there.
Shout out Lil Blood, definitely through the alley-oop.
Man, shit, it ain't a bunch of. It's hard to name all them songs and all them collabs, man, because I done been on a bunch of niggas shit too. Niggas send me something, they got something going on. It's always love. You feel me?
You also connected with Fat Trell.
That's my bro.
I used to live in DC.
That's my bro. That's bros right there. You know what I'm saying? That's my bros, man.
He just got out recently too, though.
Yeah, he did, and then they had took him back for some bullshit.
For real?
Yeah, he had like an old warrant, like for a DUI or something. And he had did all that time and they forgot to clear it up, so they took him, you know what I'm saying? But
that's crazy as hell.
Yeah, but that's bros. We got 2 tapes out too.
I see that. That's why I'm like, damn.
And a bunch of videos.
You state to state with it. Like
I was out there fucking with it. I love DC.
Me too.
It's just cold.
Yeah, it is cold as shit.
I love DC for real, my nigga.
Nah, I rock with DC. What would you say is something you took from like your experience in the streets and brought that into the music game?
Just what I talk about. Like, what I get a lot from motherfuckers is like, man, I can tell you know what you're talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, yeah. I didn't have, like, that was really like, if you go to one of my shows, it's just, it's D-Boy Central. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah.
Like, we was talking about it the other day because they're trying to book me again. Well, the police usually shut down every show I do in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, they do. They be on some bullshit. But, like, it's the cities, like Vegas got a city called Henderson. It's like an out, like, you know what I'm saying? So they booked me there. Them police department can't do nothing. That police department don't give a fuck because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never had an incident at no show. Yeah. Nobody's ever gotten into no fight. Yeah. Like, nothing like that.
Yeah. Right.
None of that stuff. Nobody's gotten into no fight. Nothing. So they just be hating on a nigga lightweight. And, yeah, so it be kind of challenging, man, but police do be hating. Well, I forgot where I was going with that, man.
What we was talking about? We was talking about how you was just you was moving around. Like,
yeah. Oh boy, kind of fucked me up. Threw me up.
But yeah, you definitely collab with a lot of people and work with a lot of people. I think that's raw. Like,
yeah,
I think it's dope. One thing I always be telling like Bay rappers is like, bro, we gotta get out the Bay.
Yeah. But y'all got your own little. Man, I ain't gonna lie, y'all got your own little circuit right there, man. A nigga could really just, I know because like a lot of my core fans came from that way just from being with Phil and this shit, all that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, y'all got something different. Like y'all music out there, you know what I'm saying? The music scene out there is something different where y'all support your own like a motherfucker.
For sure.
Like you'll go to a club.
They love you.
You go to a club in the Bay and you might not hear nothing but Bay Area music the whole time. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna, there's nowhere else in America, maybe Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? But then, you know what I'm saying, there's nowhere else that's gonna be like that though.
Yeah.
Like for real. I even went to the Bars Awards a couple times.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you feel like some type of way that you can't perform in Vegas like that?
Nah, because I just feel like I gotta work harder. Because once I get to a main spot, they can't stop it. Right now they can because I'm not A-list, I'm a B-list rapper, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they can shut it down. But, once I get to the point where I need to be, it's going to be like they can't do nothing.
Do you think, like, being a rapper is the most dangerous job?
I think it's definitely one of them. You feel me? Like, people don't get it and people don't understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, you a target at all times. That's why, like, I be, you know, in Vegas, I really don't wear no jewelry. You know, I'm light today, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is just because I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I usually don't, I won't fuck around, don't wear no jewelry or nothing like that because you're a target at all times.
Yeah.
So I only get dressed and do that type of shit when I got something to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to watch out for the bitches trying to get over on you. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch out for niggas trying to set you up.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just, it is very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
then, like, I done had hella beef with niggas I never knew.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Straight up.
Like, for real. Like, I don't know who the fuck this nigga is. Like, I might have been fucking with a broad back in the day. Nigga answer the phone like, nigga, I'm going to kill you. I'm like, y'all know who you is? I ain't never seen this nigga day in my life.
Yeah.
He could have been that white man walked in here. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You got enemies you never seen before. That's the problem.
That's like a crazy feeling. Like, I feel like that just come with being an artist. Like, you kind of never really know. Like, even like with the fans coming up and niggas want to take pictures.
All that.
Really don't know what these niggas intentions are.
I used, bro, when I first started, I used to be on bullshit. Like, niggas be like, ain't you Yowda? Yeah, what's up? Oh, I fuck with your music, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
The homies like, you gotta chill, bro.
But
or
like,
sometimes niggas be looking.
Yeah.
Because a lot of niggas are looking, don't say nothing. Because they just recognize you and just be like, what's up? I'm like, what's up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this nigga tripping.
And
then be like, bro, oh, no, I seen you on the video. I'm like, oh. So, you know, as time went by, you know what I'm saying, I got a little more lax with it, but I still be on my toenails.
Nah, for sure. You got to. Like, it's a crazy world out here. Constantly, we always seeing shit happen. You feel me? Like,
and then I ain't gonna lie, niggas want to test you because, you know, I be talking a lot of gangster shit. Niggas always want to test that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas always want to be like, I wonder if he like that for real. You know what I'm saying?
I get it, but then I don't get it. It's kind of like...
It's like, why does it matter?
Yeah, why do you give a fuck so much that you want to test? Like,
niggas do, though.
Like, who's the toughest nigga? Don't mean you the most paid nigga.
Yeah, like, at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. But yeah, I done had a couple of my homies be like, man, I be listening to your shit. If I didn't know you, nigga, I'd be like, man, let me press up on this nigga, see what he about. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. If you could relive your life, is there anything you would change?
Yeah, a couple of things as far as like my son. Like I'd have handled the situations a little more efficiently. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But other than that, nah, everything made me who I am. I don't regret nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? Everything happens for a reason. But yeah, certain situations with my son, I might have handled like a little different or something like that.
Yeah.
Or just to be a better father or be around a lot more because me being in a lot of bullshit and trouble, you know, it takes away from him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's about it.
Do you think your son will make music or?
Nah, he don't want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that nigga 14, he don't want to rap at all.
Yeah.
He hate the studio.
Damn.
He hate the studio videos, all that shit. Yeah, he don't want to do that. Which I'm glad though.
Yeah.
Why? It's shady. This game ain't cool, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really trust nobody. Like, it's just shady. It's shady. Like, you know, I come from an environment, you know, like, when we chop it up, you know what I'm saying? If we cool, we cool. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and that over there is, it's cutthroat. And the crazy thing about it being cutthroat, it ain't the street niggas you got to worry about. It's the squares. You know what I'm saying? It's the motherfuckers that ain't packing the guns and all that shit you got to worry about. It's going to be cutthroat and, like, get over on you for real, and you be wanting to do something to these niggas, but they gonna call the police.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if a motherfucker get you out of a situation or some money, you can't do nothing.
Yeah, you kind of just assed out.
Yeah, and as soon as you try to approach them, they.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like, damn, that's a cold nigga right there.
Would you say you've ran into like a lot of shit like that in the music industry?
I probably ran into like one situation like that, but it was petty. Other than that, like I wasn't like I said, when I first came through, I was on some, you know, shit. You know what I'm saying? So niggas wasn't playing.
Yeah, niggas
like at all. Yeah.
About to be doing all that.
Yeah.
I see there was a little gap between when you dropped Curse of a Criminal Mind and OG Status 2019, 2021. Like, what was going on between?
I was on tour.
Okay, I got you.
I was on tour. We was on tour, and then I think I dropped a couple singles in between there though.
Yeah.
A couple singles, couple videos in between there, but we was on tour.
Yeah.
I was on tour with Ross And then right after the tour with Ross, I hopped on tour with Wale.
Yeah.
So, I was on tour. Working. Yeah, I was on tour the whole year. Yeah.
Curse of a Criminal Mind. What does that mean to you?
It's like a nigga hard. It's hard to get it. Like how to say, you take a nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga.
Yeah.
That type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing at the same time. Sometimes the way we think being raised over there ain't the way the rest of the world think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure.
And I lay that from being from Vegas, because I'm thinking pimping and hoeing is regular.
Yeah.
Like, prostitutes, bitches, these bitches don't give life a chance. They hopping in the strip club at 17. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Yeah. So, but to me, that's regular.
Yeah. Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Bay, yeah, off top. Anywhere in that, I seen the thing, it was like a triangle, and it was like Vegas, Reno, Bay Area, back to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? That area, you know what I'm saying, is like, that's what it's known for. You know what I'm saying? So, I like, and then when I go other places, niggas be like, she's surprised. Like, people are amazed by that type of shit. I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah, like, that's,
you know what I'm saying?
It's hella funny because I was in Vegas. I believe it was early December, and then I was at the MGM, and it was hella hoes in there. And I remember I was cracking up. I was on the phone with my boy, and I was like, bro, these hoes in here picking off all these OG tricks. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Vegas is going up right now. I said, everywhere not like that, like you said, but it'd be hella funny, like, to see it, and you like, we really on game to it, you like.
It's just like that around here, man. Like, I swear, bro, like, because it ain't even really pop out in LA. It ain't really, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, these niggas ain't on that like that. Not like they is up north, you know what I'm saying? So,
it's just LA got like Fig and shit, but it ain't like.
Man, come on, bro. Listen, I remember I was 16 in a motherfucking Honda Civic with 3 bitches driving from Reno to Oakland to hop on E14.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? And then going to Frisco to the Blade, and then I didn't know what I was doing, but I just thought the lifestyle was so cool, so I was popping up, and then, I loved when youngster come, you know what I'm saying? I'm a young nigga out there, so, that shit just feel good. It was, the attention was feeling better than the money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but that area up there, boy, come on, man.
Nah, you was getting to it.
Yeah.
You was trying to get money as a young
nigga. But I don't really, as I got older, man, not even, then I got older, I like the cupcake and cuddle a little bit, so I had to leave them hoes alone. I can't be cupcaking with no hoes, man.
With yourself.
Oh yeah, man, I ain't no.
There's a lot of niggas out here who would rather be doing that, but they be like, nah, they be trying to false claim.
Listen, bro, it's a lot of niggas that like to do that, but they just still want to be. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing that. Cause I be doing the math on that shit, man. I'm like, damn, this bitch at least 5 dicks a night, 7 days a week. That's 35 dicks a week. Times that by 4, times that by 12. Man, that's over 1,000 dicks in a year. Like, I'm cool. You feel me? Like I said, I like to watch movies, cuddle, shit like that, man. So I left that shit alone.
What can we expect as far as like the new music coming soon?
More in depth of maybe like opening up a little more about my situations, like I got a couple songs that kind of get into the case I was fighting. Yeah. Maybe not all the way 100%, but like opening up a little more about it, about me, females. a lot more stuff for the ladies, stuff like that. Yeah.
I respect it. As far as the case, is it over with now? Or
I'm on probation. I got 3. I'm on probation for 3 years.
Oh, okay, so like you can move around though, or like what?
Only for work.
Damn.
Like for this, like I got an interview, and they're like, all right, you can go to that.
Yeah.
Like, but if I was like, I got to go watch my son play basketball, they'd be like, nah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I can do anything that's work because I got to pay them.
Yeah.
So like, because they get 10% of everything I make every month. Yeah.
Why the fuck did that? Why
Bro,
is that like?
It's from the judgment, so I got a forfeiture. You know what I'm saying? So the forfeiture is because, when niggas get hit by the feds, they usually take the house, cars, and all that shit. I was gone, so I turned myself in, you know what I'm saying? And they weren't able to take nothing from me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then during the case, my final charge was relative conduct.
Yeah.
And then like I didn't hear about it till they charged me with it. So relative conduct is, niggas get charged with conspiracy because they around shit, right?
Yeah.
So relative conduct is lower than conspiracy. It means like I'm hanging out with you and you slanging, and I don't get no money off it, but I know what you're doing. you know, with conspiracy, they saying you benefit some kind of way.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like you hanging out with these niggas and you ain't told on them. So, but we can't prove that you had anything.
Yeah.
You know, I was on out of 16 people, I was the only one on the case that wasn't on the wiretaps.
Yeah.
They had everybody else on the phone calls but me.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And then out of all 16, I was the only one that didn't get caught with no work or no money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like it was like kind of like I wanted to go to trial. You know what I'm saying? But it was my lawyer was like, man, all they got to do is prove that you know these dudes and you hung out with them.
Yeah.
I said it's like, no, you could have been at a club with them. And you know these my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like if you couldn't get a hold of me, if you call me right now, you call my partner. He'll know. Oh, he over there doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. So. Yeah, it was a fucked up situation, but
yeah, that's hella fucked up.
Yeah, so they get 10% of everything I make every month. So, feds is crazy, and it's crazy because I ain't got no scamming case. I wasn't robbing banks. I wasn't beating old ladies ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's I feel like that's bullshit.
Man, super. So
it's crazy that shit. But you said you turned yourself in too. So
I did. I turned myself in, and I was on pretrial for like 2 years while we was fighting the case.
Yeah,
and man, when it was over, that was part of the deal of my probation.
10%. That makes no. I'm there high for you. Because it's like
I ain't never even got hit with child support.
It's like what the why? Like man. What are y'all putting that money towards? That's what I'm like.
I don't know, government. I don't know.
Where does that go to?
I kind of be like, man, what the hell? But
that's some bullshit for sure. Do you believe anything like aliens or ghosts?
Man, you know, I'm a spiritual dude, man, so I believe, like, you know, life after death, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Aliens, I don't know, but it seems like the universe is too big not to have something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then again, I'll be like, man, listen, if I ain't seen it, I ain't gonna worry about it unless I see it. Yeah. When them niggas pop up, then they'd be like, oh, okay. But since I ain't ran into one, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm more worried about these alien niggas that be walking around this motherfucker. Because they seem like they from different planets, too.
Nah, straight up. Do you ever feel like you suffer from PTSD?
From being in prison, yeah.
How so?
Yeah, all the time. Well, for one, my people always tell me about it. Like, my homeboy definitely always be like, you got PTSD from some shit that I do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's a bad thing because some of that shit might be keeping me from doing certain shit that I don't need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Certain actions and shit I know from being in jail and just like waking up first thing, crack of dawn, making my bed, you know what I'm saying? Doing shit that they make you do in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To program a nigga. But, you know, so yeah, there's definitely certain actions, certain ways. Some people be like, I do something, nigga, like, that's prison shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
You was eating like the spreads and shit?
All that, yeah.
Nah,
all that, yeah, all the time. I was doing all that, man.
I'll be seeing it. I'll be like, that shit don't look too good. I ain't gonna lie.
It don't look good, but you know, you in there, ain't that food. The other food ain't good neither.
Yeah, so it's
you know what I'm saying. So you in there, man. Listen, man, your taste buds is totally different in there because all the food is horrible.
Yeah. Did you get into any like fights and shit in there?
Nah, not really. You know, not that major serious. You know, in jail, it's gonna happen. But most of my altercations was with the police.
For real?
Yeah, you know, I don't listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dude, it's like, why? Especially when I got to prison, it was bad because I was in a max facility. So, you know, everybody in there, like my cellmate had 35 years. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had the less time out of everybody that was in there for real. And I remember when I got there, my brother's homie was like, how much time you got? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, shit, I think I got like 35 months. Well, I think I got 35 left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, you'll be all right, youngster. And we was talking, and he had said something. I was like, no, I mean months left. I got like 35 months left. He looked, he said, listen, don't tell nobody else that in here. I was like, all right. And then, like, as the weeks went on, like, this is my first interaction here, so as weeks went on, man, all these niggas got 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Hella niggas with like about maybe 50% of niggas I knew had life for sure.
Yeah.
One of my homies I was fucking with every day, he stayed downstairs from me, but it was my nigga, man. He was from LA. And we was vibing so tough for maybe like 2 years straight before I knew how much time he had. Yeah. So he had 99 years.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, they making the best of whatever situation. So it was crazy, though.
Well, he didn't want you to tell nobody because he felt like niggas
gonna be on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to fuck your
like
shit
niggas to be like, plus I was young, so niggas be wanting missiles like send niggas to do this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So
on some like crash type shit, and I get you. As crazy, I respect the OG for telling you that though.
Yeah, well, it's my brother's homeboy. My big brother, his homeboy. Yeah, so when I got there, he was just like, you know what I'm saying? What's up? When I got there, a few niggas knew who I was and shit like that, so I was taken care of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he broke that shit down to me. I was like, damn.
Is there anybody that you want to work with?
Nah, man. Like everybody I work with, I usually, fuck with. Like everybody I got features and shit with is like, one of the homies or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it gotta be on like some natural cool.
Yeah, some natural cool shit. I ain't really, met a nigga and then been like, let's like let me get a feature, pay for a feature. I'm usually like, cause I don't ask, cause when you ask out the gate, you know what I'm saying, you give a nigga an option. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we become partners and I fuck with you for a year or something like that, and it's like, man, what's up? Usually majority of the time they'll offer it though.
Yeah.
Let's do a song. Or I got something for you, man. Get on. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Or like I said, I invite them to the studio and they just, the shit'll be playing or something, and then I let them hear a couple of joints and shit like that, and they vibe, and then, I'm getting them what they want. You know what I'm saying? So.
You never paid for a feature before?
2Chainz.
For real? Okay.
I got a song from 2Chainz.
Yeah.
And that was the first feature I ever had, and that was the first feature I paid for, and that's why after that, that's why I would never do it again.
Why?
It was a fucked up situation where I had seen him after that, and the nigga didn't know who I was.
Damn.
You feel me? I had paid that nigga 10 bands for a feature, and pulled up on him in all the cars at the Bentley. We had a Bentley, a Lambo, and a Bentley, Lambo, and a Porsche. Damn. Pulled up on him, picked him up, took him to the studio. We treated him real nice and everything. He did the song called She Weak, right? Gave him 10 bands. He shot a video after that in a room, counting the money I gave him. I knew it was because I knew, you know what I'm saying? And then that's around the time I bumped into Ross. Ross had brought me out here for the Cali Christmas concert.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And 2Chainz had walked by, and I was like, "What's up?" Like, I was like, "What's up?"
What? You like, what the fuck?
Then Ross introduced this nigga to me, and he really didn't know who I was or remember me.
Was it hella long ago? Or?
Yeah, it was hella long ago.
Okay.
This might be like 2000. This is right when Riding Around and I'm Getting It was hot. You know what I'm saying? I got the feature for him right when Riding Around and Getting It was like starting to pop. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, it was a fucked up situation. My homeboy was gonna dip that nigga, man, because he was more madder than I was. Like, who the fuck this nigga think he is? You know what I'm saying? And after that, I was just like, I'm not doing that no more because I feel like I just wasted my money.
Yeah.
Then Riding Around I'm Getting It was coming out, like doing good. So I was like, man, I need the video. The nigga was like 100,000. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, well, you got to give us money for the outfit. You got to give us money for this. You got to give us money for this. I said, bro, if I had 100,000 just to give away, it wouldn't be to another nigga, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting this into something that's going to
make some more money.
You feel me? Yeah. At least I'm going to put that into myself before I spend it on another nigga.
Yeah.
I believe in me more than I believe in him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So that was after that. I was like, I vouched. I was like, I'll never pay for a
I'm
feature.
straight off doing that shit.
Even though I don't think nothing's wrong with it, man, because I get a lot of features and shit.
Yeah.
And then like I know some artists that have paid niggas for features.
Yeah.
And if you do it right and market it right, if you do everything you're supposed to and you have your paperwork together, it's worth it. But 90% of the time, these niggas ain't doing that.
Yeah.
They'll pay an artist, here's some money. They do this, they don't sign nothing. Then the nigga he leave their city or whatever. These niggas don't post their shit on Instagram, don't do, you know what I'm saying? Weird shit.
No, I've definitely heard a lot of stories like that. And for sure, a situation like that will have you like, nigga, fuck buying features, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not finna put...
Like, you know what I'm saying? It'll have a nigga mad, then it'll have you feeling salty towards that nigga.
Yeah.
But for real, like, it ain't his fault. This is a job, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that. It's like the lady at the taco truck. She might not remember you just because you come over there every now and then. You know what I'm saying? You come buy 50 tacos. 2 weeks later, you come over there. She's like, I don't remember
she
you.
Forgot. So many people that came.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What you said. Is there anything you want to address or say before you get out of here?
Nah, man, we straight, man.
Hell
so anything else you want to ask? Shit,
I feel like I covered majority of stuff I came across. I just say my final question. Oh no, this is what I was gonna ask you. If someone never heard a record from you, which one would you tell them to listen to?
Ooh, it depends on if it was a male or a female.
A female.
Probably Fall In.
Okay.
With me and Jazz Laser.
And then what about a dude?
Maybe like Incorporated off OG Status. That's one of my favorite joints. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like Incorporated. You know what I'm saying? Plus I like the video or that Vegas Jungles. That Vegas Jungles. I don't know if you heard that one. That's just on YouTube. It ain't nowhere else.
I gotta.
You gotta slap it when you get slap it. That Vegas Jungles. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, if I had to play a song for a couple, that's what I would play. Because every female that's heard it was like, this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shot by my homie, directed by LJ. We shot that in the garage, but his editing was crazy.
For real,
super crazy.
I see you right here with the background and shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It was in the garage. So it was just a basic background.
How you feel about the Raiders coming out there?
It's cool. You know, they've been getting something been happening like every month with them niggas, man.
That's just crazy.
Like every month, a different player is in trouble or something happening. But I knew that Vegas is too
lit.
Yeah, man. Vegas is really like a fast-paced city, so it's like when motherfuckers come out there, they either go with the flow or they go broke.
Yeah.
I done seen it a million times. Niggas will move out there and move right back home. You know what I'm saying? Or niggas will move out there, get stuck, and just be not at the level they thought. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of niggas out there getting like some real money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, real shit. And the crazy, it's hella funny because when the Raiders was deciding to move to Vegas, a lot of people was like, I don't know how that's gonna work for the young niggas.
Yeah, and you've been seeing it's been like every month somebody been getting into something though. You know what I'm saying? Especially like, well, I don't know, you probably don't pay attention. I got this thing on my phone where I bring up the Vegas shit, man. Like every month, one of the players is in trouble for something.
I'm a Raiders fan. I be seeing this shit all the time.
I be like, damn, my nigga, like. But I knew that was gonna happen though.
That's just that shit. Do you have any advice on for artists who want to sign a deal, who want to get signed?
Shit, don't
do it.
Nah, if you got your own man, if you can't afford to push yourself, then go ahead. But if you got a little bit of change on you, the way the internet is right now, you know, you can going viral is better than going on tour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Straight up.
Like for real.
Nah. You a vegan?
Yeah.
How's that been?
Yeah, it's been straight. I've been vegan for like 3-4 years now.
Do you ever crave meat or you don't even?
Only thing I miss is oxtails, my nigga.
For real? Okay, I love oxtails. I haven't had one in a while, but
man, that's the only thing I miss, bro. Like chicken wings, nah. Steak, nah. Oxtails is the only thing I miss.
What is it that made you want to go vegan?
I went to Hong Kong and I looked up the food there, so I wasn't gonna eat no meat the whole time I was there because it's hella fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like they clone everything out there because there's so many people. You know what I'm saying? Like Hong Kong, I don't know if you've been in New York. Hong Kong is like New York times 10.
Yeah. Oh
like,
shit.
With people stacked up, like, bro, it's crazy, my nigga. Like them big skyscrapers and shit. Yeah. They'd be like projects. They'd be niggas on the top floor washing their clothes, hanging them out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't think a nigga that was broke would live this high up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at the shit out this window, so I'm like, bro, these motherfuckers is really poor.
Yeah.
Like, it's so many people, like, but there's some rich ass niggas out there too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, they food is all fucked up because there's so many people stacked on top of each other. And I was like, man, I ain't eating no meat while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Because the meat was looking all fucked up. Yeah. Anyway, when the homies was getting it. And I felt a difference in like a week.
For real?
Yeah, so I was like, man, I'm going to keep doing it. So I rocked with it for a while, went the vegetarian route. Then I was looking up that shit. I was like, man, I wonder how I feel if I took the cheese and the eggs out. Yeah. I took that out, man, and it was just, it's like a different type of feeling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I like how I feel off it. I like how I think. My thinking is different. I'm a little more calmer. Yeah. I'm definitely not as aggressive as I used to be. Yeah. And I feel like that's because all the hormones they putting in everything. Yeah. I'm putting hella hormones in my body, so they get mad at little bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah.
What you was doing out there?
We was out there fucking around, promo shit and fucking around. We had all got our passports, and I was like, man, let's pick somewhere to go. Me and the homies had a bet. Like, I'm going to buy your tickets. This is what we used to bet. Like, if I buy your ticket somewhere and you don't go, you got to pay me back. But if you go, you don't got to pay for the trip. Yeah. So, you know, we was taking turns doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, let's go to Hong Kong. What's crazy is, nigga, the tickets was only like $330.
Damn.
Yeah, round trip, bro. Like niggas don't know. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like when you get, well, I don't know now, but look up some of them out of the country flights.
Yeah.
Like my partner, you know, I fuck with Memphis Bleak real tough in New York.
Yeah.
One day he was like, y'all finna take my wife to France, go dinner and come back. I'm like, this nigga balling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I can't wait to be on some, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that's some fly shit. Man, I looked them tickets up, bro. They was like $240.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't pay more for a ticket to New York and Atlanta and Miami than I did to pay to go to Hong Kong.
That's hella crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Just check it out, especially if you do it like a month ahead of time.
That's hella crazy.
They cheap as fuck, bro.
Know that.
And then that's why, I don't know if you notice, like, well, if you pay, sometimes it be like the young white motherfuckers, they just be traveling. I'm like, damn, this nigga got bread. Really, it don't really cost that much.
Yeah.
We just don't look into it. Our first thing is like, let's go to Miami.
Yeah.
Let's go to Atlanta. Sure. Let's go there.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that no more.
Like, let's get out the country.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the situation of when you got shot?
Yeah. A video shoot. My homeboy video shoot. I pulled up. I actually, you know what's so crazy? The day I got shot, it was hella shit trying to keep me from up there. I don't know if it was just the spirit energy or whatever. I went to a spot to get some food. They fucked my food up twice. I ended up leaving.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go pick this bitch up that I was half-ass fucking with at the time, but I was on her helmet. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the homie's like, you can't pull her. I was like, what? I gotta pull that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, of course I wasn't what the bitch was usually used to fucking with. I used to be a real fat boy.
Yeah.
So I was on it, like, on her. Like, she was, like, on my line to come get her. You know what I'm saying? And normally I would, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, because I really didn't have nothing to do. Like, so, and she was on my line for me to come get her, and you know what I'm saying? We was gonna rock out, so it was just crazy. And then I ended up going up there anyway, and then a big shooting, like 7 people got shot. For
real?
Yeah.
Well,
this was in Vegas.
What wild niggas? Man, tripping or what?
Nah, this what happened. One of the niggas got on live, so of course the nigga that, you know, that nigga over there right now, because it was in the neighborhood Valley View. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They Crips. They wear purple though, but we was in that neighborhood, and the nigga seen him. So before the shooting happened, the nigga walked by me who had problems with the other nigga. You know what I'm saying? He walked by me like, "What y'all got?" I'm like, "Damn, this nigga." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Walking real aggressive.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you just start hearing shots. So niggas is shooting back and forth, back and forth. I ended up getting tagged in the leg. And then, like I said, it was about 7 people got shot that day.
That's hella crazy.
Yeah.
That's some random ass shit.
Yeah, just going on live like that.
And you was almost not even pulling up.
Yeah, like I had hella shit, man. It was hella little bullshit. Like I had to put air in my tire one time. You know, my car ain't never did that. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, it's little bullshit.
That's hella crazy. For my final question, I want to ask you, what advice would you give to the younger you?
To the, man, do what's right for you and not what just looks right. You know what I'm saying? We go a lot of our life trying to look like something that maybe we ain't feeling. You know what I'm saying? I done probably done a lot of shit, even like, let's say, even like resorting to violence in some situations where it's like, man, what if I didn't do that? What would happen?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if I didn't, bro? Like, what if me and this nigga didn't get in? What if I didn't do that? Nothing would have happened. I would have been probably in a better situation. I wouldn't have to watch my back. I'd have never had the police on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And just what? Because I don't want a nigga to say, oh, that nigga punked that nigga, or that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit corny. So, just that.
Nah, I respect that. Do you got any final words for your fans, for your listeners?
Man, just we rocking this year, man. Check out the movies, check out the music. You know what I'm saying?
Going crazy.
Stay with me on this journey. It's gonna be a couple speed bumps, but we definitely gonna get there. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Yowda dope interview on the way, man. Y'all tap in with them. Y'all rocking with us. I appreciate it for sure.
For sure, my nigga.